Can you get clients on social media? Absolutely, you can. You're probably thinking you can't because you're so frustrated posting on Instagram or Facebook or even thinking of posting. And I know where you are. I know how you feel. You feel like you don't have time anymore to be able to be on social media. You feel like it's a waste of time. You feel like it's luxury. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible for you to get clients on social media. I'm just inviting my group real quick so that they can watch this video. Social media and getting clients absolutely could work together, and we're going to talk about this for the next 20 minutes. Hopefully Facebook won't kick me out because it's been a struggle for whatever reason over the last couple of days to go live on Facebook, but hopefully I won't get kicked out. So my first time meeting you, is it? Well, okay, my name is Martine Cadet. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm a content strategist coach. I love social media. I am obsessed with content. My coaching, intensive coaching services or long-term coaching services is geared towards female entrepreneurs that are coaches and that are using social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, you name it, to position their personal brand and try to get clients from those channels, which they should absolutely do. And I'm all about organic reach. I love that stuff. I love going organic. Yes, I've run a couple of ads or two a couple of times. I completely failed, but I love organic, and that's where I've been spending most of my time. And I've been seeing so much change in my reach in social media and being able to connect with so many great women and clients too. And that's what I want to teach you. Now, I'm going to talk about it here in this video, but if you want to dive in a little bit more deeper with me, you have to come to my Instagram 5-day challenge, engagement challenge, that is. It's going to start soon. I'm going to be announcing the start date in my Facebook group first. So if you want to join, you have to be part of my Facebook group. It is for female entrepreneurs that are coaches, service-based businesses. And you just got to join in there. And we're going to be talking about how to organically engage on Instagram and get the reach and be able to have clients from there, right? Because that's what we want. We're in business, we want clients. So for the sake of this video, I want to answer the question of, can I get clients using social media? And the short answer is absolutely yes. Listen, I started my business, my journey online, selling my handmade jewelry. And that was the start of me building my personal brand. I ventured into being a blogger for a little bit after that. And then I ventured into becoming a social media manager a little bit after that, meaning I was doing social media management for other small businesses. But at the end of the day, throughout this entire journey, there was one thing in common for me on social media. I was building a brand. And I'm not building a brand because I woke up yesterday and decided to build a brand. A lot of it has to come with my corporate background of being a product manager, because my job for a decade and plus was to work with brands and developing their brand identity into consumable products. And that takes a lot of research and that takes a lot of diving in, but it also takes a lot on the part of the brand to be clear about who they are. And that is the takeaway we have to take right now in this video for you. If you're struggling with social media and getting your clients, ask yourself this question: is my product clear? Is my product identity clear? Does it show who I am? If someone walks into a store, let's just say my virtual store, whether it's your website or your Instagram profile, do they get you? Do they get you? And the thing about it is, it's not just about, you know, the pretty pictures with you holding the laptop. It's great. The pretty picture, the you know, behind the white wall with your hands crossed like this, those are great. But what about you in action? What about you, you know, in the middle of it all? Like, what do you look like? Who do you love? What do you wear? You know, how do you present yourself? All of these things are part of your brand, and you got to carry all of this into everywhere you go, in your Instagram stories, in your feed, in your LinkedIn, in your Facebook. Everything has to coincide and everything has to work together, because you are the product. And that's the only way you could start even entertaining the idea of getting clients, because think about it, what's happening in your client's head right now? They discover you on Instagram, they're like, ooh, there's something about this post that she posted that was very attractive. Then they want to dig in more, whether they decide to dig in more at the moment or they decide to come back in a week. Hopefully you have fresh content from the point that they discovered you and the point that they decide to come back and see you again. This is why it's important to be consistent and showing up in a consistent way. So they decide to come back and look at you again a week later, and oh my gosh, sure enough, you're on Instagram stories and you have the same message that they discovered the first time they met you, and you look the same. You have, your brand is consistent. All of this is being registered by your ideal client over time, which is why I always say the consistency on social media should not be about, I need to post on Instagram because I didn't post for 2 weeks. That's not what it's about, okay? It's not a broadcasting station. This is not a place to be a billboard about your accomplishment. This is a place for you to visually design your brand so that your ideal client gets to open the door and say, you know what, I feel her, I like her. Listen, you and I are out there coaching people. I know I have tons of other coaches, female coaches, doing what I do, and you have a lot of other female coaches doing what you're doing. But at the end of the day, your personal brand and the way you show up on social media sets you apart, which is why it is critical that not only you have a curated social media content out there, but you also inject that authenticity in there. And it all has to balance out. And if you don't know how to do that, you have to come into my Facebook group. I'm about to start a free challenge where I'm going to be talking about Instagram engagement growth tactics that I've been using. And I'm going to inject some tips and tricks about content in there to help my girls that are female coaches to revamp their entire social media content so that they can position themselves to attract the right clients that they are known to be for, right? So I want you to switch your mindset when it regards to social media. It's not because you didn't get the likes. It's not because you didn't get that many comments just because you posted that you're not going to get clients. It takes work on your side. And the thing about it is, in order for you to genuinely do the work and really reach that audience, you got to love it. And the way you're going to love it is because you're going to embody that identity that you've defined about your brand. Okay, and that's why it's important. I always say, I've been there. Don't try to copy that other coach and the way she looks, because she has her thing. You have your thing. So you need to be you. And that's the only way it's going to simplify the whole process of you showing up on social media, whether it's through video or, a photo. Listen, I did not start going live on Facebook the way I am right now so easily. Okay, I used to be so freaking nervous to show up. I used to worry about what I was gonna wear. I used to worry about saying the wrong words. I speak French, so sometimes my accent comes out. And I was afraid of being laughed at. The other thing, I used to be all conscious about the fact that nobody's showing live when I go live. It doesn't matter. There's a replay. That's why Instagram and Facebook has a replay. So don't worry about all of this. But all of this happens because you have to put in the work. It's great to get the information, but it's another thing for you to start implementing. You have to implement. And that is where I come in if you need that support. And I'm not trying to be, a salesperson by all means, but I just want you to know and invite you, because I'm not going to show up here just to show up. I do want to invite you into something that I have going on, which is the free challenge, where we're going to talk about this more. But going back to, can you get clients on social media? Absolutely. But it's going to require more than posting a picture. It's going to require more than posting a video on IGTV. There's a lot of back end work that needs to happen. And that back end work is the engagement. It's that organic engagement that I'm going to be talking in more details in my challenge. But a quick example of that engagement, obviously, is on Instagram, is For example, being active in your stories, I cannot even tell you how crazy it's been for my brand to show up on my Instagram stories. First of all, I love showing up on my Instagram stories. I'm not about doing stuff that are going to drive me crazy. You see me sitting here talking to you? I love it. I love being able to have that conversation with you, even though I cannot hear you. But you can still comment and give me some hearts and likes if you agree. But I love doing that. And you have to love doing it in order for it to come out as an authentic, content for your brand. I don't want you to do stuff just because I told you to do or somebody else told you to do. If you're not comfortable with Instagram stories, yet you want to use Instagram to position your personal brand, we could talk about ways for you to position yourself to engage in a way where you can get clients, okay? So it's got to work for you. It's not because somebody else said you got to do this, you got to do that, put the hashtag that you got to run and do it too. What if you don't like doing that? Because you have a choice, right? You do, but at the end of the day, there is work that has to be done, okay? Just like my coach says, and I love it. She says, you can take the stairs or you can take the elevator. I choose to take the stairs. I don't take the elevator. So if you are a go-getter, if you are a hardworking woman, if you know what it is that you want and you have your vision, 2020 is about to come and you're about to say, you know what? Things are going to change about my brand, then I invite you to come closer and come in my Facebook group. But how do you get clients? You engage with them. You converse with your audience. Remember, they're discovering you for the first time. And they may not engage right there and then. But the good news is they're going to come back because you're going to be consistently showing up content. And this is where the algorithm is our friend, because the algorithm is going to say to your audience, oh, hey, remember that post that you saw that time? I could tell you liked it because you kept looking at her feed and you stayed on her profile. I'm showing it to you again. You know what I mean? So, and then they could come back and say, yeah, but that's the same post I saw 3 weeks ago. That you don't want. You want fresh content all the time. You see how everything connects with each other? And then your audience is going to be like, okay, let me just check her out again. And they see fresh content. They start engaging. They're liking, they're commenting, or they're lurking into your stories. But guess what? You always have fresh content, whether you have it in your feed or your stories. And then what happens? The algorithm is like, hey, audience, you liked it and you commented, here it is again, and they show the content again. And that is how it starts happening. So they discover you, and then the next stage after that, they start browsing, and then the next stage after that, they start engaging. And once they start engaging, this is where you come in and you engage back, because you care about your business, because you care about your brand, and because you want to transform people's lives with your coaching business. You are going to respond and engage back. And that's when it all starts. And hopefully you have your client's journey all mapped out for your business, which you need to have. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay. You need to have your client journey mapped out in order for you to get them through that funnel, to invite them closer to you, which is what I'm doing right now. You're watching this video. I don't know if this is your first time, your second time, your third time, but I'm going to tell you again. Come into my Facebook group, just like the video you just saw before, or the video you're going to see after this one, right? You have to invite them in. It's simple. It's very simple. And if it's the time that is a challenge for you, there is a way to adjust that. And I'm going to be talking about that into the challenge. But if you cannot wait for the challenge, you absolutely can apply for coaching with me. I do intense coaching services where we sit for 2 hours plus online. We connect and we go through it all. Or you could choose to map it out for one-on-one for a longer period of time where we talk about your content. But ultimately, the takeaway for you in this video is go back into your Instagram, go back into your Facebook. If you are ready not to have your cousin, your best friend's friend, your husband, your partner's friend as your clients, and you are ready to start opening up and stretching yourself out to start getting clients all over the world, and you are confident to do that, then you absolutely need to take your social media content seriously as a female coach and ask yourself, am I positioning a brand here? you know, because there's a difference between the Instagram, the personal Instagram where you're showing all of this craziness, and building a brand. And I'm all about female coaches that are tastefully building a brand, that are, you know, about that life, if you you know what I'm saying? And they're just not fluffing it, faking it just because holding a mic with a picture is it. No, it's all about the whole package has to go together, okay? The picture with your mic talking, if you have that, it's okay. I'm not saying delete it. I'm just saying, like, overall, the content strategy needs to flow with your brand identity and your personality, and everything's got to be packaged together. And you do that through content, and you do it well, across, and it needs to look the same. Listen, I'm going to invite you to lurk into my Instagram stories and my Instagram feed and my Facebook, and you could judge yourself. I have no problem. And you could DM me and be like, girl, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'll take it. I don't care, because I know for myself, I've been building my own personal brand over the last 4 years. I've gotten clients. I've made collaborations through it. I've spoken at the Facebook Boost Your Business event here in my local town, just because by showing up consistently with a brand message and keeping it consistently image-wise, video-wise, and personality-wise. And it takes work. If everybody could do it, everybody would have done it already. And it takes time. It takes time too. All right. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it all the way through. Remember, you still can comment, you still can like, you still can give hearts. I'm here to help you out. But definitely come in my Facebook group, because we'll be talking more about it in more details, and I'll be able to give you more of that personal attention in there. That's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Take care, my love. You got this. You can do this. Build a brand on social media, and social media can get you clients, okay? You heard it from me. And if you don't believe me, come in my Facebook group. We'll be talking about it more. Bye.